Welcome to the New Zonderlings podcast, where we explore the weird and bizarre. Here are your hosts, Noah and Jeanette.
Thank you for joining us today for the New Zonderlings podcast. Every week we bring you a weird, strange, unique, or humorous story from around the world. I'm Noah, and I'm joined by my co-host, Jeanette.
Hi, all my weirdos. I can call them weirdos, right?
Yes, you can call them weirdos.
Okay. Well, I can just call them my little Zonderlings. Yes?
My little Zonderlings. Yes.
Well, today I want to talk about something I find weird.
Which is?
People who dress up in weird costumes to steal.
Interesting.
Is it interesting?
It's interesting. That's my word. Interesting.
He loves it. Okay. So I came across this news story, and it made me chuckle. Just the picture alone made me chuckle. But it is a porch pirate that dressed up as a garbage bag to steal a package off someone's porch. Now, what's so funny about this is that they got a picture of him. The owner got some footage on his Ring camera.
Not sponsored.
They're wearing little pink sandals underneath that garbage. It's just funny. It's just funny to me.
Wow.
But it got me thinking.
What? About what?
About porch pirates. Well, the word, everything about it is weird to me. Okay. What happened to just stealing things with like a ski mask on or a hoodie?
I don't think people do that ever. Maybe unless you're robbing a bank. Oh, sorry.
You don't get to read ahead, sir. He took the paper from me and was going to see
you handed it to me. That was you.
So you could look at the picture.
Well, it was a funny picture.
Okay, so this happened in Sacramento, California. He had ordered the owner. His name was Mr. Munez. I guess we can say that much. I don't want to say his full name, but Mr. Munez of Sacramento, California, was informed by Amazon that his 2 chargers he ordered, equaling $10, were delivered on his porch. But when he got home, they weren't there. So he reviewed his footage and found a plastic bag waddling up. This is like inventive because this person obviously had to squat and like, you know what I'm saying? The footage is funny.
This is hilarious to me. I can't get over how funny this is.
Well, they had to I don't know, what do you call it when somebody squat down but they try to walk while they're squatted?
Weird.
Is that
I don't know.
Is there a term for that?
I don't know that there's a term for that.
I don't think it's crab walking.
It's hilarious.
Something like that. And then you could just see pink slippers.
Yeah. Looking at to describe the picture, it's not very. It's not a lot. It's literally just mostly filled with a trash bag.
A big old black trash bag.
And then there's 2 little feet poking out to the side of the
I'm guessing this is like
slippers.
A 55-gallon trash bag.
Yeah.
Like a contractor size, I guess is what they're called. Mr. Munez was very kind-hearted about the whole thing. Let's see what he had to say. He said, "At first I was kind of angry, but when I saw the video again, I was laughing because people these days have a lot of creativity." He added that he decided not to report the thefts because police have more important things to do. He said if he was ever confronted by the thief again, he would tell him that was a good one. So,
wow. He just...
good-natured guy.
Yeah, does not care. It's hilarious.
He also said at the end of the day, it was kind of funny. I take everything in a good way because that's part of life. If you see the bad way of everything, you're going nowhere.
Well, how inspiring.
So a victim who is waxing poetic. I guess that's a good way to talk about or think about it, but we're going to talk about statistics here in a minute.
Oh,
that might change your mind on that.
Numbers.
It's okay. That story is what started this whole week's episode, but I did, just for the fun of it, look to see if there was any other news stories with people that dress up in creative costumes
I'm sure
to steal
at least one
off of people's porches.
Yes. Have you seen those videos of I can't think of the gentleman's name. I'll have to look it up. But he makes these packages for like, say it's like a very expensive piece of equipment.
Mhm.
And essentially he will turn it into a glitter bomb with cameras in it. So you open it and it's filming you as it flings glitter everywhere.
I feel like I might have seen that somewhere in the past.
He's a genius.
But
It's awesome.
it'd be hilarious, I'm sure.
Yes, we'll have to look that up and see who it is and give him a shout out.
Actually, the garbage bag one reminded me of something that happened at my house.
What?
It was several years ago, when my older kids were still at home. We used to have a freestanding basketball goal in the driveway.
Oh, yeah.
And it was one of those that you fill with water or sand. And someone kept knocking it over.
Uh-huh.
And one night we heard it crash. So we ran out there to try to catch who did it. And it was dark. And my husband was with me. And I had the flashlight. And I was like, well, I don't see anybody. And we're both kind of looking around. And I kind of scanned the road with my flashlight. And I see somebody. At first, I thought it was a trash bag. That's why this brings it. I thought it was a trash bag in the middle of the road. So I scan across it. And there's a trash bag, a full trash can in the middle of the road. And I go back with my flashlight. And it was a person crouched in the road, being really still.
That's weird.
While we're shining the light on.
That's really weird. I don't like that.
And my husband was off to the side yard looking around. And I was like, oh my God, come here. And by the time he got up there, I shone the light back and he was gone. But that was creepy.
Yeah, that's very creepy.
Yeah.
Trash man. Is he real?
Just at first glance, I thought it was a trash bag, but no, it was just somebody crouched down
Ugh.
with a white hoodie on, not a black one.
What's the purpose of knocking over someone's goal?
I don't know.
Maybe they were like dunking on it.
Just to be little vandals? I'm not sure.
I guess that's fair. People do usually do that.
I'm sure it was a kid. I mean, he didn't look, that old. Maybe preteen, tween, somewhere in there.
Interesting.
14 or 15 at the
If you
most.
have news or any information about this man,
if you're listening and you know that you did it, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
what was this, years ago? I don't think it matters now.
Oh my gosh, it was at least 10 years
You don't
ago.
even have a basketball goal anymore.
No, we got rid of that a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's been gone a while. Just one of them things that make you frightened to go outside your door. Okay, this one happened in May of 2020. Women dress up as nurses and steal packages off porch. This was in Washington State.
Why nurses?
I don't know. Probably because they think nobody will question who they are. Or maybe they really are nurses and they're just like...
Just having a bad day?
I mean, this was really at the start of the pandemic for everybody. So maybe they needed to blow off steam. I don't know. I think that for the most part, during the pandemic, people were probably porch pirating a lot.
Yeah, I can see that.
I wonder why they call it porch pirates. Well, I wonder where that started.
You didn't look that up?
I didn't.
How dare you?
I know.
You're supposed to bring all the information.
Hey, I do as much as I can in a week.
Well, you failed me this one time.
Get on the old Google machine.
Yes, I'm getting it.
What's really surprising to me is that most of the time these people are never caught. So, food for thought. Here's another story coming from May 1st of 2024. So very, very recent from when we recorded this podcast. This one is using a crutch. So I'm not sure if the crutch was a prop to get sympathy, and maybe people wouldn't ask what he's doing on people's property, or he actually had a broken leg or something. He was still stealing packages.
Still stealing? You think he was that bad?
I have pictures of that one.
Oh my gosh. He does look like he's not even walking on it.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I think he might have had a broken foot or something,
Wow.
and he was hobbling away on his crutches.
Interesting.
With a
He
package.
just couldn't stop the life of crime.
Well, you could see a car in the background waiting
Yeah.
for him, so he had a partner in crime on that one.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
Porch Pirate debuted in 2010 on Twitter.
Really?
Someone just kind of made that up.
That's really cool of them.
Yeah.
We don't know the name of the person?
No, I couldn't. I have a podcast to record.
Oh my God. So, fine. Let's get on with it then. There are some really inventive people who decide to dress up as Amazon employees to steal the packages.
Now this makes sense.
You think this was a smarter criminal?
I think this was the smarter idea. Why wouldn't you dress up as someone who delivers packages?
This one dates back to 2019, so it's an older idea.
Older, yeah.
But, yeah, you're not going to really question the Amazon driver.
Right. If he's walking around with packages.
Yeah. Although he's supposed to leave them, not take them. That would be the only...
Oh, I'm sorry. I misdelivered this.
Oh, yeah? Can they do that? Amazon's
I don't
got some
think they
really
can.
weird
Yes, I know.
rules.
We've received some packages that weren't ours, and in attempts to return them, they were like, they're yours now.
Yeah, they won't let you.
They
like,
won't take them.
Yeah, they won't take them back, and they don't want you to deliver them to the rightful person.
Yeah, they just want you to keep it, and you just get free stuff, I guess. So
That happened to me once, and I was like, oh, cool. It's like a Christmas present. I don't know what's in here. And I opened it up. It's a refrigerator filter.
that's right. You got I was there for that. You got a refrigerator filter, and some,
I don't even have that kind of refrigerator.
You have that. You got some things that go on the bottom of your furniture, didn't you? That move it around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sticky pads or whatever.
Yeah.
We got some of those things that go around your neck, and they're flashlights, so you can read in bed.
Oh, cool. Well, at least yours was a little cool. I had something I could not use, so
Yeah.
that sucked for me.
Openly talking about federal crimes.
But this story happened at Christmas to 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I'm messing up a lot of dates here.
You often do that.
Yeah. This one I thought was cute. It's not cute to steal off someone's porch. That's
Please
just
don't do
mean,
that.
especially at Christmas. But this one dressed up as the Grinch.
Oh, wow.
So
That's just...
on point.
Police catch Grinch on dashpad... Police catch Grinch on dashboard camera stealing Christmas. Wow.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Leave it to New Jersey. That would be actually kind of scary to see that.
Especially if it was Jim Carrey.
That would be awesome if it was Jim Carrey on
If
my
he was
porch.
stealing stuff from you.
Sure, he can have it. He comes up to my porch, he can have my package. He might be disappointed about what's in there.
Yeah.
Here's one I found from Florida. I tried to get representations of, a bunch of different places. This one's out of Florida in 2023. Fort Lauderdale, porch pirate steals from home while dressed as lawnmower.
Interesting. Dressed as a lawnmower?
Not a lawnmower, a lawn worker.
Oh.
That's a thing. I definitely think I have that. I read a study somewhere once that said certain people don't read the entire word. They just read the first letter or two.
And you're our chief reader.
Their brain fills it in, and it's the wrong word
So
sometimes.
it's like speed reading,
Yeah.
but bad.
Yeah, I do that. I'm really bad about that.
I noticed.
Shush up. So I don't know. What do you think about porch party? Have you ever had anything stolen from you?
No, never.
No, me
No.
neither. I guess we live.
We're just in a good neighborhood. We do live across the street from each other, so
Yeah.
I guess that does help.
Well, not surprising. More packages are nabbed around the holidays,
Understandable.
which I think is really sad because that's the time of year people are getting ready for,
Yeah.
to give things
their-
to other
All
people.
their gifts are coming in.
There could be some really expensive stuff.
Yeah.
I got some statistics here from the pandemic. 43% of consumers claim they had a package taken by a porch pirate.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty high.
That's 2020, so at the kind of at the beginning of.
Yeah.
You
Where,
think that's-
where more people were getting packages.
Yeah, and I got another one here that's a study from 2019 that says 36% of Americans experienced porch piracy at least once.
Wow.
So, quite a jump.
That is quite a jump.
But I
That's
think it's probably
quite the
because
increase.
yeah, you got to think when the pandemic happened, people weren't going to stores.
That's true. A lot more packages were being delivered.
Yeah. Everybody was wanting everything brought to their. Aren't you glad that that's over?
Don't jinx us.
No, I would knock on wood, but we're not allowed to knock on wood anymore.
That's right.
It's superstitious.
As a 13 Club member.
What's the opposite of knocking on wood?
Moving on.
Laughing in the face of it. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know.
I dare someone to steal a package off my porch.
You're just asking for it.
So 2019, 90,000 packages, which was a 20% increase from 4 years before that. And
Again, another huge increase.
well, it went up from there. So that was
my gosh.
2019 figure. I couldn't find a 20, something during the pandemic to
Yeah.
give us how much it increased. It just had the percentage increase. So
Yeah.
if we could do math on the spot, we could give an approximation, but I'm going to say 120,000.
Mm.
Does that sound right?
I don't know.
He's like,
I haven't
"Aw."
even seen the numbers.
Okay. Well, porch piracy is a repeat offense. So if you have one taken, it says nearly 45% of theft victims have reported having packages stolen more than once.
Oh, wow. That's
So
insane.
nearly half. So if you have one, you have a 50-50 chance,
Yeah.
pretty much, of
Get like a
repeat.
box with a code on it. A lock code. You
I
you can give that to your Amazon person.
I think I have that coming up. And they also have something where you can give them the code to your garage door
Yeah.
opener. I don't know about that either.
That one seems a little less safe.
I know.
I'd rather just have a box outside with a lock on it.
I'm not saying I don't trust my Amazon driver, but I don't trust my Amazon driver.
Yeah, I've seen some videos online of Amazon drivers doing some bad stuff.
Really? Like what?
It's not appropriate for this show.
Oh, are they like peeing on stuff? Or...
No.
Oh, okay.
Worse.
Worse than that.
I'll tell you after the episode.
So this is more likely to happen during the day.
Right, when you're at work.
It makes sense. People
You know,
are
your
at work and
packages
school.
are sitting there and-
yeah,
Unguarded.
unguarded. Porch piracy is in all 50 states, not surprisingly. But can
Wow.
you guess which state has the highest rural theft? So you kind of expect it in big cities. It's much easier in big cities. But when you live out in the country and there's long driveways and people with shotguns,
Or, Alaska.
no.
No, I said, Alaska probably doesn't have that problem.
Oh, well, I mean, that's the question. Do you know which state think rural?
What?
Do you know which state boasts the largest theft in a rural setting? Rural.
Oh, you're saying rural.
Rural.
We can't say that word. That's not a good word to say. Rural.
The rural juror. Did you ever watch 30 Rock?
Yes, we've talked about 30 Rock before.
It's a good one.
I'm at a loss. I don't know.
It's North Dakota.
That's the weirdest answer you could have given me.
Well, I mean, it's cold there. Maybe they don't have a lot to do.
I guess.
Package theft isn't cheap. Average package stolen is about $200.
No kidding.
That's a lot.
That's too much.
Well, the guy with the garbage bag didn't get very much.
He got $10.
He got $10
Two
phone chargers.
Yeah.
And, they're really hard to catch. So police make arrests in less than 10%
Good.
of theft cases.
That's upsetting.
I feel like sometimes I kind of go Scottish. I try not to.
Please do not start on the Scottish rant.
But sometimes I feel like, who's that big Scottish actor?
Which one?
The one that someone we know always says voice box. That guy.
Oh, Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, thank you. His name escaped my brain.
May he rest in peace.
Sometimes I feel like I'm slipping towards his
Sean Conneryism.
his verbiage.
I worry about you. You know that?
You should. Everyone should worry about me.
Plus, your Scottish accent is horrible.
It is, but I am Scottish, so
I know. Well, you're part Scottish. You're an American.
yeah.
Let's not.
I have
put any-
Scottish ancestry.
Let's not put any misleading information out there.
I also have a whole bunch of Scandinavian.
I'm like 80% French.
You are not 80%
And
French.
I'm pretty sure I'm 80% French.
You look French.
Yeah.
We've talked about
It's
that.
upsetting.
If a person can look French, you are like the poster child.
Okay.
If France wanted to do like a poster of come to France, they'd put your picture on it.
Moving on. Why don't you do your Scottish accent for everybody?
No. Nobody wants to hear that.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You do it. You do it all the time.
I do a very good Scottish accent.
You do? I don't want to insult the Scottish people, okay? Because it would be insulting to them. Just like people that try to do a Kentucky accent.
I don't
How do I? I don't know what.
I don't even know how a Kentucky accent sounds. Do we have Kentucky accents?
I'm sure we do, since we live in Kentucky.
But like, do we?
I don't know.
We work very hard to sound normal.
I feel like there are probably words that we say that are very Kentuckian.
Kentuckian?
Kentuckianian.
Kentuckianian?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, I got the top 10 worst cities for package theft. Hopefully you don't live in any of these. You want to hear?
Are they all in North Dakota?
No. Actually, there are none in North Dakota. The North
Oh,
Dakota one was the most rural.
Oh, okay.
Rural.
Okay, I see.
So these are cities.
So the urban areas.
Is it the worst urban thefts? Number 1 is Seattle.
Interesting.
Sorry, Seattleans. Well,
Sorry, people from Seattle.
I want to give everybody a nickname. Okay, number 2 is Memphis, Tennessee.
Really? That's not too far from here.
Number 3, San Diego, California.
Understandable.
Is it? Why is that?
Lots of people.
Lots of people.
I've been to San Diego.
You would think that LA or New York would be on this list, but they're not. San Diego, I guess.
Well, if you've been to San Diego, you'd understand.
Okay, number 4, Birmingham. I can say that.
All right.
Birmingham. That's what I want to say, Birmingham.
Birmingham.
It's Birmingham. Yes, thank you.
Not Burning Man.
Sorry, everybody from Birmingham. That's Alabama. 5 is Denver, Colorado.
Interesting.
You think so? 6 is Richmond, Virginia.
Again, that's
Richmond.
close.
Isn't that like where the FBI is headquartered and stuff?
Is it Richmond?
It's got to be close to there.
It might be Richmond.
I mean,
I can't think of it now. I could have told you if you didn't ask.
You figure that place would have the least kind of...
No. The FBI aren't police officers.
Okay.
They're investigating
Number
major crimes.
7 is Austin, Texas.
Interesting.
8 is Greenville, South Carolina. Why is that? He thought that was fun.
They're just so random.
Number 9 is Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Like,
No, that's Michigan. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
wow.
Grand Rapids is in Michigan, not
Yes.
Minnesota. And number 10 is Portland, Oregon. So Seattle and Portland right there together.
Wow.
That's a lot of theft over
That's
there.
just so random.
A lot of southern and eastern states going on.
Yeah.
And that, that's data from November of 2023.
Okay. So it's kind of recent.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
The projections for 2024 estimated 119 million packages stolen.
Wow. So you were about right earlier.
I was close. See, I can
Yeah.
do math, sort of. I can get you in the ballpark. Can't give you an exact. So, what do you think that is the big suggestion for keeping this from happening to you?
Well, like I said, you should get a lockbox on your porch.
Yeah, when I
Walk
looked
on
it up, they actually mentioned that you can buy lock boxes. And, when I was a kid, my grandfather had a UPS box that had a padlock on it. And I guess he gave the UPS man the lock or one of the keys.
Yeah.
I remember that, but
Yeah.
I guess porch pirating probably was happening for a long time. They
I guarantee it.
just coined it recently as porch piracy. So nearly 8 in 10 people said they added some deterrent or preventative measure after having a package stolen.
What, like a booby trap?
Well, some people reached out to their neighbors. So I guess if you got neighbors that are home all day, can I have this delivered
You do that to me.
at your house? I do. If I have something delivered and I know you're home, I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, go grab that
Go
off my
grab
porch.
it, please. No wonder we haven't been hit.
35% of people made arrangements with delivery people to have packages left in discreet locations on their property. 23% added security cameras.
That's probably a good idea.
Or
Although
maybe all of those things, because I have all of those things. Only 9% made an insurance claim, so that's probably on stuff
Wow.
that was like a lot of money.
yeah,
I
like
imagine.
a TV.
Only 21% reported the theft to law enforcement.
I mean, they have such a low chance of catching them.
Yeah, it may not be worth it, or they probably might even have called before, and the police were like, "Yeah, don't bother us with that." I don't know if they do that, but
Well, if you think about it too, if you do have cameras and you capture it, there's only so much you can see on the cameras.
Especially if they're wearing a garbage bag.
Especially if they're wearing a garbage bag.
Although we might be able to track that person down by their pink slippers.
I doubt.
I mean, you can see their feet. It was a white person, dainty. I'm going to guess that was a woman.
It's 2024. Be careful.
What? Women can steal. I'm being progressive, woman progressive. Okay, what happened in most cases, because not all places that you order from will replace your item because it was stolen. It says only 47% received a replacement from the seller.
Wow.
Some things you buy can't be replaced.
Yeah.
I guess if you buy some antique off of eBay or something, there's no
replacing that.
You're not getting that back. 37% received a refund.
Oh.
15 received a refund from the carrier.
Interesting.
I wish it listed which carrier gave them the refund.
Well, I see you've got a bar graph there.
This is what packages Porch Pirate stole the most.
Interesting.
So the most by far was Amazon, but that might be because they
have the most put out.
Yeah, they deliver the most, and then followed by FedEx, which is like 25%.
It's like all three of these are tied. FedEx, what is that? USPS?
The USPS and UPS.
Those three are like tied.
HelloFresh was the least amount stolen at 3.2. Nobody wants food.
I guess if you're like starving to death.
Well, I mean, there is a general grocery delivery bar there that's 12%.
Interesting.
So, but the big carriers, UPS, came in last, or with the least amount stolen at 22%. So, I mean, that's still really high.
It's still very high.
Well, 6% recovered the package from the thief.
Wow.
I wonder what they did. They tackle him?
Got him on camera.
I want to see that on camera.
That's my neighbor Joe. I'm going to kick his butt.
So what happens if you're actually caught stealing?
Well, in the state of Kentucky, it is a misdemeanor.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Well, it depends on what you steal. Oh, that says felony.
So I have a list. It doesn't give all the states, but it gave a handful, and ours happened to be in it, so I was happy about that. But it doesn't tell you if there was any amount stolen, or
so
maybe if it's a repeat.
That's what I'm talking about. So it is a misdemeanor to a felony. It depends on how much you steal. I think the limit is like $499. Below is a misdemeanor, and then $500 to $1,000 or $999 is like a misdemeanor class A or something, and then above that is a felony, I believe. Do not quote me on that.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but on that bar graph, UPS or USPS was on that list, and isn't messing with federally delivered mail a felony?
Yeah, I believe so. Opening someone else's mail is considered a felony.
I think so.
So,
Kentucky, it says a felony, and the penalty is 1 to 5 years incarceration.
I think this is not exactly up to date.
You don't think so?
No, because that's definitely misdemeanor to felony in the state of Kentucky.
So, yeah, it's from 23, so November of 2023. That's not that long ago, because we're recording this in May of 24, but it could have changed in 6 months. I mean,
I suppose
it can happen
regardless. But
it's a felony in a lot of places, or like you said, a misdemeanor to a felony. And the incarceration penalties are, New York is 3 to 15 years.
Wow. You don't want to steal in New York.
Don't steal any packages in New York, guys.
Just don't steal in general. But...
Yeah, it's bad. But, what the final thing I wanted to talk about in this episode is how to prank a porch pirate.
Oh, my goodness.
I think this would be hilarious. I kind of wish I had one so I can play a prank on them. I don't. Don't come to my house and steal, please. I mentioned a glitter bomb when I was brainstorming. Noah already beat that to me earlier in the episode.
I beat that to you?
You beat me to it.
There you go.
You beat me to that one earlier in the episode. But I was thinking, the glitter bomb, that's a lot of glitter you have to buy, and glitter's expensive. And when I was looking it up online, it suggested that you pack it, just pack it totally full. So when it opens, it has to go all over them. There's no choice.
So the gentleman earlier we were talking about online he makes these glitter bombs and he puts them on porches and they record as they absolutely decimate someone with glitter. It's Mark Rober on YouTube. You should go check
Mark
it out.
Rober.
Mark Rober. He's hilarious.
I have to look at that. But I was thinking you can do that with flour. Much cheaper. And it makes a huge mess, right? That might be just as bad as glitter. You're digging that out of your ear for a week,
You should mix the glitter and the flour together.
Get it all together.
Yeah.
There is something that you can buy at Amazon that I wanted to mention because I found it very funny. But it's just an empty box. But they'll deliver it to you that looks like, it's a normal Amazon package. And when they open it, it's just a picture of middle fingers flipping you off.
Wow.
I liked that idea.
That's something.
And then I'm not sure if I came up with this one or if I saw it online somewhere. I probably just saw it somewhere. Get a box and put a siren in it. So when they open it, the siren blares and it doesn't go off until it runs out of batteries.
Wow.
That would be hilarious. Just one of those wailers,
One of those wailers.
that people go deaf from.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I get that it's bad, but you want to make them deaf?
Well, they're stealing. They're bad people. If it was just people stealing because they were hungry, the groceries would be higher on that list.
I guess that's fair.
These are just people that just want some free stuff.
Yeah.
And that's not nice.
I guess that's fair.
Is it?
So,
what would you do to your porch pirate?
Well, considering I've never had any, it's hard to say.
Well, I think just imagine how what is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, you're flapping your wrists around and it's scaring me.
I talk with my hands. Just imagine how violated you would feel someone coming onto your property.
And stealing something.
I mean,
that you spent good money on?
I would feel violated. I think it kind of does, something to a person.
Yeah.
They do more than just steal from them, is my point.
Yeah.
They also leave this sense of insecurity in people about their own homes, and that's not right. So yes, they deserve the box full of glitter and flour.
I guess that's fair.
Or going deaf from the siren.
I still think that's a little too harsh, but it's just me.
It's just long-term hearing damage. It's fine.
Well,
okay.
That's all the time we have for today's episode.
Thank you so much for listening today. Please remember not to steal off people's porches.
Yes, please don't.
Or if you are getting stolen from, try one of our ideas and let us know how it goes. Take a picture of it. Record it. So.
You can catch our next episode next week wherever you listen to podcasts, episodes weekly on Wednesdays. You can find show info and updates on Facebook, X, Instagram, Reddit. You can also follow our website at www.newsonderlings.buzzsprout.com. And if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe.
You've been listening to the New Zonderlings podcast. Be sure to check out other episodes of this podcast when Noah and Jeanette will once again explore the weird and bizarre right here on the New Zonderlings podcast.